Hi, it's Raj and Pablo, and this is part 2 of the Bollywood podcast with BritAsia.
We're talking about Bollywood and how the future is going to be after COVID and during COVID. We're going to be speaking to Filmfare Award winner Jyoti Kapoor Das.
She tells us how Bollywood will fight back, and we're also going to be speaking to numerologist to the stars, Shweta Jamani. Now, she tells us what colour's lucky, what numbers are lucky, and who is going to be looking at maybe a bit of a hard time.
And her prediction of what year Bollywood will bounce back. Now, she's a visionary. She's been responsible for commissioning and seeing what would work, what wouldn't work within Bollywood. She's also very, shall we say, shy and retiring. She's a winner of not one, but 2 Filmfare Awards. It's director, it's producer, it's like all-round wonderful person.
She has a finger in every pie, that's all we can say. And I'm going to come and get one of your Filmfare Awards.
It's the visionary Jyoti Kapoor Das who joins us live from Mumbai. Jyoti, welcome to the Raj and Pablo show. It's an honour as
Hi
always.
guys, such a pleasure, such a pleasure.
Lovely one, thank you for joining us. You know what it is? At this moment in time, what the hell is going on in Bollywood? All we want is to watch movies.
You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, we want, the times are dark, people are scared, we want to watch Bollywood. We don't want to watch controversies, negativity, stars fighting. We just want to escape.
Although I think that's becoming the new thing now. People are kind of like, okay, what's going on? Who's going to get labelled today?
Yeah. I think what we're hearing really, and what everyone's hearing, is just a 1%, not even of the people who actually work in Bollywood. So Bollywood is just a term, but really it's a film industry, right? And we're all, I mean, people are writing, people are planning, people are so off, of course, the pandemic has really locked us in. There's not much of shoots that we could happen, but I'm saying you guys make Bell Bottom happen in the UK.
Yes, indeed.
Well, actually, for those people who don't know, that's Akshay Kumar who came to Scotland and took all kinds of precautions while shooting during COVID.
Right.
But at the same time, when they were shooting, that's when Glasgow was declared a non-go area because of COVID. So they were lucky.
Yeah.
Nothing safe.
I know, yeah, I know. But well, they made it back. There's no harm done, and they've come out with a kick-ass commercial movie. Bollywood film. One hopes. So that's great. Yeah.
Jyoti, one of the things that people have been messaging us and emailing us, worldwide. What has gone wrong with Bollywood? All we want to see is a Bollywood movie. What is the state of the industry from where your perspective is?
So everyone's working in writing and developing. Everyone is. They're all, I'm going to use this word because it's perfect, hustling. Everyone's hustling to get the projects on. Of course, actors' dates have gone for a complete toss. Everyone's kind of, just thrown out of whack. But I think everyone understands that as well. And we're all working towards tailoring our next projects, the ones that go on, to taking into consideration that maybe we'll have lesser time to shoot that, we'll need to work around a lot of all the COVID restrictions, etc. But I think everyone's just raring to go. I think people are very positive. They really want to move on, keep working, keep delivering content. So you'll see a lot of wacky, crazy, small budget stuff probably that comes out. Of course, there's Bell Bottom, which is huge. Yeah. You don't get bigger than Akshay Kumar. But yes, there is a lot of other things which are coming out, a lot of foreign locations are allowing, units to come in and shoot. So maybe it just makes sense for a producer to take a unit there, do a film and come out and then put it out. So
you're talking about the stars, and yes, obviously COVID has affected, the industry from working to the cinemas being open. But this kind of, there's been a snowball effect since Shashank, Kangana, and then, people being accused of doing certain things. I mean, was there a moment where you kind of put the news on and you went, who is it going to be today?
It actually is a bit like that. It's a little weird. And I don't know whether, there's people are saying there are witch hunts going on, or there is, speculation about the fact that things that are considered very, very normal in any creative field are suddenly blown out of proportion And I'm not even talking drugs, or I'm not talking drinking. I'm just saying a kind of lifestyle maybe, or a work ethic, or the way people, the kind of familiarity that there is in a unit. And right now everyone's pretty much looking over their shoulders, and they're kind of going like, what did I say that's going to be construed as something? What did I type that's going to be construed as something? Who's got it in for me? So there is all this. But again, I think that's a very, very tiny percentage of the A-listers, the ones who, I think there's a lot of envy as well. I think, people don't understand the kind of work that goes into being an actor, or a top director or top producer. They don't really get that. So they suddenly see success coming out of, oh my God, he or she was a nobody, and suddenly they're millionaires, or billionaires now, and how can they even do this?
We love Bollywood, we love the industry, we love the movies first and foremost. But it's almost like the Salem witch trials, that j'accuse, you did this. Anyone from any strata. Why is there so much resentment against the industry?
I said it's coming out of envy. I think it's just coming out of sheer ignorance, and not knowing that it takes a lot of hard work. Even an actor's son or daughter or a director's or producers need to prove themselves. I mean, today, just to say a case in point, Uday Chopra is sitting in LA. He's not doing work in Bollywood, right? He's a producer there. So he's had to leave. I mean, his father is like the biggest. I mean, you don't get, again, bigger than a Yash Chopra.
Yeah.
Or Randhir Saab or Chimpuji. I mean, these guys are Raj Kapoor's sons, and only one of his sons really became a superstar, and the other two didn't. And it's nothing. It's not about talent. It's probably just a wrong time, wrong place, wrong films, whatever. But you do see this in different families. So why do you want to pick and choose and say, sure, it's easier to enter, but you still need to prove yourself. You still need to do that. I mean, a doctor's son or daughter could inherit their practice, and a lawyer's child could inherit their practice, and a person who owns a store or a restaurant would bequeath it to their child. So it's almost the same thing, right? Or an industrialist. It's exactly the same thing, actually. But I think a lot of the people, simply because of the disproportionate glamour and wealth, and it's kind of mind-boggling, right? I mean, so much money and all the doubloons dripping out of you, and you're kind of going like,
and so to speak, it's not really anyone's fault. I mean, there's quite a big significance in terms of people having money, especially in India. People who have to work around the clock, people who have a glamorous lifestyle, and the in-betweens. But that's not really anybody's fault, apart from maybe what you're born into, or how adventurous you are, and what you've achieved as an individual.
Yeah, and then the stories that get put out, right? I mean, and when I say stories, I mean the real stories, the history. So if you have a Nawazuddin, whom everyone knows, once he's in a Gangs of Wasseypur, and once he's got to play lead roles, everyone knows how he did little bit roles, and he was in one little scene in a film, in a big film or whatever, and everyone then they'll all root for him. They all go like, "Hey, Nawaz, good for you." But if they see a star kid, they start kind of hounding that person for no other reason except that they have the opportunity, I mean, what do you do about that? You just ignore it be gracious, the way I see Abhishek Bachchan just being so gracious about it. Did you guys see his tweet from the other day? He was incredibly gracious, on Twitter.
That was quite
kind of just did a that was
so
really
open
sweet.
in this. He goes, he was a flop after that one film. He was a flop.
He was talking about getting dumped out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said I got dumped. I got dropped. Yeah.
Do you think Bollywood will survive this?
Oh, definitely. Everyone wants to watch movies. Everyone wants to come into that theater or sit at home and watch it. But definitely, I mean, you don't see the whole lockdown really was, for the middle class. A lot of it was movie nights. We did things as a family, and that was great. I mean, it's a concept that the optimists have, right? That you find the good in everything that happens, however bad and ugly the situation is. I think the good that came out of this was family time, and now we realize how badly we're missing all the fresh Bollywood content. We want to see our favorite actors up there. We want to explore new things, and do it with, do it in a, because the whole concept of a movie theater is just so, it's intimate, and it's like
Yeah.
a, it's just sitting in a place with your friends, and everyone's reacting in the same way, and you get, taking cues from each other about, oh, this is the mood of a society probably, and that's
So,
fabulous.
Jyoti, for us, right, we raking our minds to watch a good Bollywood. What do you recommend for everybody watching?
Until the cinemas
A
open.
good old-fashioned, real Bollywood movie to escape this whole hangama.
Do you want something new, or do you want something a
Whatever
little
you think.
oldish, or so
Well, what do you watch when you come home and kick off your high heels?
I saw also we watch all kinds of stuff, of course, because I've got my husband and two boys, so they're really big into all the the Hollywood flicks, and I make them watch. So we watched all the Purana Chupke Chupke with Mr. Bachchan and Dharamji and
Rishikesh
all that.
Mikkelji.
But we also we also watched Chashma Badur and Katha, and we watched all those. And we were Jani Bido Yaro, but the latest that we, which I really, really enjoyed was Oi Lucky Lucky Oi, which I saw again. Abhay Deol was just in his element,
He is
and
very good at it.
Deepika was, I mean, I think it was just so clever. The whole film was clever.
Jyoti, we could talk to you for hours.
We will do that.
Our history tells us that. Can I just say thank you very, very much?
Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you to Jyoti Kapoor Das from Mumbai. And let us know what you think of what film she should watch. What's your favourite Bollywood film?
Now, she's a friend of Raj and Pablo's, of course. Every time we're in Mumbai, it's not like going to Mumbai if we don't see her. She is numerologist to the stars. Who are we talking about? We are talking about Shweta Jumanji, who joins us from India. Shweta, how are you?
I'm fine, Pablo, but you got me wrong. I'm only Jumani, not Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Oh, was I thinking about the board game?
He's added more numbers to your name, huh? Dekhola.
Yeah,
I
and
was
a
going
good
to
one.
say, that would be more numbers,
Would like to have
exactly.
would like to have all the numbers the Jumanji team has got.
True.
Especially their bank account numbers.
Shweta, first of all, how have you been during this horrible, strange time?
Frankly speaking, I'll tell you something. All my clients who have already consulted us, they are doing pretty well. It's a very bad time and not a good thing to say. But people who use their luck and their numbers, and those who know a bit about how to use luck along with their hard work, they are sailing through.
Shweta, why has this happened? Was this could you see this coming in your in the future?
I'm so proud to say we are the only people in the whole world who said it in December last year. But we did not expect diseases and dying, of course. All we expected was a big market crash and gloom everywhere, despair everywhere, no businesses everywhere. Please go to my YouTube channel and check out all our videos. We have mentioned China. Can you beat that?
It seems like there's Bollywood stars getting trouble left, right, and center, and they kind of. We feel like our stars are going through a bad patch.
See, when there is something bad coming, natural calamity, it will not save you if you're a big star or if you're the prime minister of a country or if you can be Turram Khan. But like us all, they too are suffering. And they have, in fact, let me tell you, if we are directly talking about COVID, we know in COVID what happened. The whole world is in stress. Who's going to go and watch movies? So it's understandable. But Sushant Singh, then the drug happening, all this is not understandable. This is a bit too way beyond, Sushant Singh Rajput was in his 35th year. He just entered his 35th year and this happened. He was wearing black that day. Right now, Deepika Padukone is in her 26th year, again age. So is Sara Ali Khan in her 26th year, that is 8. So for this year, 2020, has been very bad. But we had said 2013 is going to be an amazing year for Bollywood, and it has turned out to be an amazing year for Bollywood. You can check the records on 2013, you Google and see what beautiful things they have done. Now, I will tell you, Bollywood will come up slowly, slowly. 2022 is again going to be a golden year for them, and they'll recover every damn penny they have lost. And it is very sad these things happen. See, what happens, people tell me, you are dealing with the Bollywood, you tell everybody not to wear black, and then people are still wearing black. You know how much black Mahesh Bhatt wears? Do you ever see him without a black shirt?
No.
Karan Johar, right now in his 49th year, 4 plus 9, 13. 13 means again 1 and 4. I think he's having a terrible year. So even he keeps on wearing black. So when we are telling you you're a believer of numerology, then believe completely.
So are you saying that generally has been quite a tough year for quite a few stars, especially with the number, is it number 8 that you mentioned?
Yes.
And wearing black is not recommended. And things are going to start looking up, what, in a couple of years?
6 months to 8 months, things will start reviving. But 2020 is going to be really great for them because it is totaling to 6. 6 is the number of the Bollywood. 6 is the planet Venus. As I just told you, 2013, you can go back and check the best years. Bollywood had the best films, the most money they made in that year. Similarly, 2022, I will say the same thing, that it is really going to do extremely well and they'll cover each and every penny.
We've got some questions for you, and I
Yeah.
think you've really answered this one. This one's from Mamta, and it's to do with the scandals. It's to do with what what we've just been talking about. Stars getting in trouble, COVID, just the industry being affected as a whole. I mean, when you look at that, do you kind of think, if only I could say this to the industry to make things better for them? Would that be numerology? Would that be don't wear black?
Yes. First of all, till today, by God's grace, most of them are listening to us. You know, Akshay Kumar is a big follower. There is Rohit Shetty, Ekta Kapoor with all her TV serials, and you're seeing that even her movies are doing extremely well. So here, I would also recommend them not to wear black. Start everything on their lucky dates. You remember Thugs of Hindustan? They released it on the 8th. So my only desire in this world is to teach the people that 4 and 8 have to be really avoided. Don't start your shoot on that day. Don't have a Mahurat on that day. And then one is this. Second is a lot of use of blue and 24 number. You have seen Happy New Year. It is Shah Rukh Khan's biggest hit monetarily.
Yes.
If you watch it carefully, in every single scene, you will see something blue. Though we know how the movie is, we don't want to discuss that here. We know how it is. We are not coming to that. What we are coming to is every single scene. You will see a teapot or you will see a pink dress, Deepika Padukone, wearing blue bangles. I noticed in that movie, every single scene, something blue was there at the background. And you know the numbers. So,
We do indeed.
what I'm trying to get you is that use a lot of blue, stay away from black. 6 is a beautiful number. Stay away from 4 and 8. Even if the general public understand this, and even if the film industry understand that, as you know, they are all following me and my brother Sanjay B. Jumani. So right from Rohit Shetty to Huma Qureshi to you just name it, they are all our clients. And most of them are believing, following Sonam Kapoor, who has now become Sonam Ahuja. So all these things are happening, but thoda sa more, they need to do it in a proper way.
I want to ask you, me and Pablo were talking about this. Shah Rukh Khan is number 555. Is that what is that about? Because he uses that in all his phone numbers.
Yeah.
That's
So
half of his number given away then. Yeah.
I have a feeling he must have started by smoking 555s. But maybe that's how he liked it.
Maybe.
But I think his first car was a 555. His first house, which he still has till today, it's given on rent. That totals to a 9. So, here I will take the opportunity to tell Shah Rukh Khan, you changed your uniform team color from black to purple. Agreed. You saw the results. But in your day-to-day life, you're still every day in black. So try to avoid that. so that he will pick up. He has become a zero now, but he will pick up. He's a phoenix, he's a scorpion. Yeah, that's not the end of Shah Rukh Khan. We have to see a lot many things from him. So 555 is equal to number 6, which I told you is already Venus ka number. It helps everybody. Whatever your birthday, 6 is going to help you.
When will Bollywood get... There's so much negativity about Bollywood. We're tired of it. As an audience, we're fed up. We just want to watch a movie. When will it stop? How will it stop?
Another 5-6 months, it will stop. Because bad phases, as I told you, come everywhere to everybody. And if we are talking about drugs, we know very well how it is available, where it is available. Now, Bollywood is a eyeball grabber. That is the only reason that they have been highlighted so much, and people like to listen to gossip. We are all born like that, I think. So this was a bad period, as I told you. Andhera aata hai, tufan aata hai, and all of us, once you're inside that rut, we all have to pay a little bit price, and then things will be fine again. When you go to see a movie, 1 or 2 bad scenes will be there. Na? You cannot just have a rosy road. You will go mad. If in DDLJ, if there was only romance happening, nobody would have gone to see it. There was a fight, and there was hitting, boxing, there was politics, there was family, there was drama. So same way, this Bollywood has only been shown in one light, a lot of money and glamour. So there is always another side to every coin. And some bad things are going on, and in which office it doesn't go on. We all know who have been working in the corporate world, all that same thing is going on in the corporate world.
We're running out of time, but before you go, the future looks bright for Raj and Pablo, right?
Raj and Pablo, what has happened to you guys since you have met me? Anything wrong?
No, actually, yes.
If it wasn't for you...
We know our color and we know our number.
Hashtag 24blue, hashtag Shweta.
Thank you very, very much.
After meeting me, you have prospered only now.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Don't ever worry.
You take care. Bye-bye.
Shweta, take care. Take care.
Bye.
Love to the
nice
family.
Being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A big thanks to Shweta there, who's told us what should we be looking forward to in the future. Colours, what to wear, what not to wear, and numbers.
Guys, this has been the Bollywood podcast for BritAsia with Raj and Pablo. It's your podcast. It's all about Bollywood. We love the fact you guys have been getting in touch. I hope you enjoyed these 2 episodes.
And if there's anything you'd like us to discuss, do let us know. You can get in touch with us at the Raj Pablo or at BritAsia TV.
Yeah, we're going to put everything up down here, where we're sitting. You'll get it all there. So you can get in touch with us. And also, we want to hear from you. What Bollywood movie should we all watch at BritAsia? What Bollywood movie should BritAsia viewers watch? What do you recommend? What do you have to do, Pablo? Get in touch where?
At the Raj Pablo at BritAsia TV.
There you go. You got it right.
Until next time.
Love us.
Love Bollywood. Bye.